Okay, this next video is going to take you through some of the really basic entities and commands in Revit. We talked about previously the properties bar, the project browser, and how we're going to view things. We always draw in a plan view, which is down in this area, the plan view. We look at elevations in the south view, and if we want to be in a 3D view, we either click this area or this icon. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a wall, and we're always draw um, counterclockwise. So if you take a look at your list of walls, for right now, we're always using what we see D south walls. You'll see more options later on, but right now we're going to draw a siding wall. I'm going to pull from left to right in the options menu. I'm going to tell it to go to ceiling 1. Finish face exterior is where I want it to go. And we're just going to draw a small shed. We're going to come across 10 feet. You don't have to put in the foot symbol. 10 feet. We're going to come down 14 feet, enter. We're going to come over 14 feet, enter, and we are going to pull straight up. And you can see that I made a mistake here. I made that mistake on purpose because I want to show you the next step. The first thing here, when I go to select something, and if I click on modify, you're going to see these blue arrows. The blue arrows represent the exterior. I'm going to click on a 3D view. You can see that my walls are on the outside. The siding's on the outside, the drywall's on the inside. To get back to my floor plan view, I'm going to click on top of the foundation, bottom of the elevation, having a little bit of a hard time, and now we're back in that view. But you see that I messed a few things up. The first modify command we're going to learn is the trim command. And the trim command keeps anything that you want to keep. So I want those two to come together, and now the shape of my walls are correct. The next thing I'm going to do is add some windows and doors. So I go to architecture and I add door, and I have just a few doors to add in here. I'm going to take this 72 by 80 door and I'm going to just place it. It automatically found the middle. I can move it from different spots, but I'm going to place this one right in the middle. I'm going to go grab a different door, 36 by 84. This is a bifold door, so we wouldn't want that, but we'll grab a door similar to this, and we're going to put that door in there. Now, we can tell the door is swinging the right way, but we can also flip it by just clicking on these arrows, okay? And we want our doors to swing in, so this door is appropriate. We can move that in, and this door here, we could flip if we wanted to, but we really don't want to flip it. We want it to go to the inside. All right, underneath window, we can only add windows here. I'm just going to use the default 36 by 72. There's just a couple windows for you to use right now. I'm going to place a window in here like this, a window in here like this. And again, remember the double arrows represent the outside. So as I click on my walls, I click on my window, that window is correct, that window's correct, that window's correct, and so is that. I'm going to make this one was incorrect, and we're going to go back to a 3D view and just preview that very quickly. And you can see here that that's the exterior side. You may or may not be able to tell, but this is the inside of the window for that one. So we're going to go back and fix it. So just basics, making sure that things are on the outside. I'm going to flip that window, the doors we know, and that kind of tells us. And then lastly, we can click on here and we see some dimensions. The dimensions we'll talk about a little bit later, how we want to get them specific. But anytime you have a blue wall and you get a blue dimension, you can move this. And if I wanted that wall to move out to 14 feet, whatever is selected and I hit 14 is going to move. So now I have moved that out to 14 feet. If I click on this wall, I get a temporary dimension, and I want to move this into 10 feet, I can move that in. Okay. And you can see there it's going to say, hey, that might not be a good idea. Your wall doesn't fit. We can always do a Control Z to undo and go back if we make a mistake. So exterior walls, how to draw walls, always draw clockwise. Okay. I think I said counterclockwise earlier. Make sure that your windows and doors are on the outside, and then knowing how to flip your windows and doors. We'll talk about window heights and things like that as we get more specific into drawing walls.